morning. Just a short little video this morning, just to show the benefits of the EC oil. Just shut this door, get the dog in. First time I've used the EC oil to drop the tilt rotator off this morning. I am cleaning ditches out, as you can see, and they're quite tight. You see there's not loads of room in there, so I thought, well, let's try. I was feeling brave, never dropped it off before on a job. So as you can see there, I've dropped the tilt rotator off, which I'll spin around. It's in the side of the field, but I can get in now, really low, nice low profile, and get into this ditch properly, which I don't think I would have done with the tilt rotator on. I would have probably, if I was direct mount, had to hire a machine to do this. You can see, can you see? Let me angle this up. Tilt rotator's there with the grading bucket in the corner of the field, just dropped it off. No pipes or anything to undo or plug in. Great system. So now I'll show you. I can get right into the back of this ditch. The hitch is actually just brushing the hawthorn hedge, which, if I had the tilt rotator on, I would not be keen on, because all the wires and hoses and solenoids within it, you wouldn't want anything like that brushing up against your tilt rotator and potentially pulling on wires and damaging something, because that would be a headache. So, like I say, this morning, drop the tilt rotator off. It takes 10 seconds. It's just like dropping your bucket off. Drop your bucket off, drop the tilt rotator off, and pick your bucket back up straight into this top hitch, and away you go. No hoses to plug in, nothing. Brilliant system. I know I've mentioned it probably in the video previous to this, but I've also got EC oil on the bottom of the tilt rotator itself. So if I bought a grab, or you wanted to run a flail mower or anything hydraulic under the tilt rotator, I have got the option of using EC oil under that as well, which would be handy. I was going to put EC oil on the top of my screener bucket at the time when I fitted the tilt rotator, but the EC oil headstocks with the valve and quick connect and everything inside them are about £1,800, and just at that moment in time I still had all my buckets to convert, and the costs that you don't think about when you're getting your tilt rotator put on, because you buy the thing and you put it on and then you forget, oh yeah, I need to buy £1,000 worth of headstocks to make the buckets fit, this and that adds up. So anyway, I didn't put the EC oil on, and obviously when I run the screener bucket, I will drop the tilt rotator off like I have done this morning, and I will pick the screener bucket directly up in this hitch like I have with this ditch cleaning bucket this morning, and that will eliminate a lot of unnecessary weight. I don't need to tilt or rotate the screener bucket. It's a lot better straight on this hitch, especially when you're sat up on a big pile of soil and you're reaching out to drop the screen material as far away as you can, minimising the weight and build height of the tilt rotator being on top of the screener bucket is quite a big advantage. That I can drop it off and use it directly onto the machine. It'd be a lot easier for me screening without it on. So there you go, just a little video. Absolute EC oil, absolutely brilliant system. Even just on little jobs like this where you think, oh, I'll just drop the tilt rotator off to clean these ditches out, And because it's easy and you don't have to plug any pipes in or anything like that, you do it. You know what life's like, we're all a little bit lazy. That's human nature. If I knew, oh, I've got to undo all the pipes and this and that, and I might struggle to plug them back in and get it back on, you'll probably leave it on and struggle a little bit and manage with it on. But when it's easy and it's all automatic inside the hitch, that basically this hitch this hitch that's on the machine now, I'll try and show you. Let me empty this bucket. I think you will be able to see it. Put the bucket in the right spot. Let me have a look what you're looking at. Oh, you can't see it, you know. Anyway, inside this hitch there's a block. Can you really won't be able to see, but let me try and zoom in. Okay, in there, where that little yellow plastic cap is, with that tether on it, inside that is a valve block, if you will, that houses the connections, both hydraulic and electric, for the tilt rotator. So when I want to put the tilt rotator back on, I take that plastic cap off that I've just showed you. That's there to keep it clean, so no muck can get in it while I'm not using the tilt rotator. So I drop this bucket back off, take that yellow plastic cap off the connections, I pick the tilt rotator back up, and as the hitch pulls it in, like it does with any of your buckets, pulls the buckets on, those connections are made during the process of hooking the bucket in. As the bucket gets pushed back into the hitch, the electric and the hydraulic connections click in and you are connected. You do have to double check that it's in right and make sure you don't have anything leaking, but yeah, you don't have to do anything by hand, it's all done inside the hitch. And it's an expensive option on a new one. As you know, my unit is not new, and this reconditioned unit came with it on. It was already on, and when it's already on, you don't swap it back to normal. So I paid for it, but I inherited it almost because it was on the recon unit that I was buying. I'm very glad that I've got it, because now, even just after using it this one time this morning, I can see how handy it's going to be going forwards, and I will use it because it's easy. You know, if I had some drains to put in that were quite deep, you can drop it off so you're not snagging the tilt rotator on the sides of your trench when you need to go, you know, over a metre deep or something. If I were, even on the golf course work, if I was sat just digging a borrow pit and loading dumpers all day with material, I would drop it off, because why put the wear on it? It's so simple to get on and off. You would not leave it on just to have 8 hours worth of wear from digging and loading dumpers on. You would take it off in a heartbeat to minimise your wear and prolong the life of it. They're expensive, so anything that makes it easier and means that you can prolong the life, I will be doing, no doubt. Anyway, there you go. That's EC Oil. Very, very handy, brilliant system, clean, tidy, makes you very efficient and saves you a lot of wear on your tilt rotator that might be unnecessary. So anyone who's looking for a tilt rotator and is umming and ahhing about whether to have direct mount or EC Oil or quick connect, you know, whatever, I know Rotor Tilt do the same, Steel Wrist do, if you can afford it, I would go for it, because I didn't think I needed it, and since I've got it, I've seen how good it is and I will use it all the time. Alright, dumper's full. dog's happy, going empty the dumper. It's dry. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good day. Bye bye.